Well, it appears that Kirk Frost's mess is finally coming back to haunt him. Jasmine recently filed a countersuit against Kirk for full custody of their child, and let me tell you, she's coming for blood. Kirk, though, is spiraling because, should Jasmine win this case, Kirk might lose not only his child, but also his money, businesses, and reputation in one devastating blow. Let's be honest, are we even surprised that Kirk has been out here moving recklessly for years? He has been involved in cheating scandals, financial fraud, emotional manipulation, and more of it. But this time Jasmine is refusing to back down, and the TO is scalding. Rumor has it that Jasmine's attorneys have been gathering evidence for months, and rumors have it that Kirk has been transferring funds into secret accounts, concealing assets, and even using his child's name to cover up shady business dealings. So what exactly made Jasmine go nuclear? And why does it feel like Kirk's entire empire is about to collapse? Well, you're going to be shaken once you hear the details of. Frost was recently hit with a countersuit for full custody, and Jasmine, oh sis, is not holding back this time. To be honest, I don't blame her because if you've been following Kirk Frost's history of cheating, lying, and manipulation, you know that this man has had it coming for years. However, this time is different because Jasmine isn't just requesting custody, she's asking for everything. So how did we even get here? It's been building for a while. You may recall when Kirk cheated on Ras. When it was revealed that Kirk had cheated on Rashida and fathered a child with Jasmine, the entire love and hip-hop fan base was in ruins. Let me tell you, though, that Rashida stood by her man like the definition of ride or die, but the streets were talking and the pressure was mounting. At first, Kirk tried to deny it, claiming that Jasmine was only trying to trap him, but then the DNA test came out and boom, Kirk was the father. Rashida was humiliated on national television, but somehow, Kirk managed to win back her approval. Despite losing everything, Jasmine has been quietly waiting in the wings and is now prepared to strike. As you may know, Jasmine has been raising Kanan and their son largely alone for years, and Kirk has been playing the bare minimum game. He would send child support checks, show up once or twice a month, and then vanish as if he were doing her a favor. Meanwhile, Jasmine has been keeping things together, paying the bills, and attempting to provide her son with a normal life despite the chaos around him. Kirk, on the other hand, has been living large. Boutique, the Frost Bistro, and an entire real estate portfolio. But guess where Kirk has been directing the money? It's not towards Kanan's future. Rumor has it that Kirk has been using those businesses to finance his side lifestyle, which includes private jets, lavish vacations, and pricey presents for women who aren't Rashida or Jasmine. Yes, it's that messy, and Jasmine, oh, she's aware of it. Sis has just remained silent until now because allegedly Kirk recently pulled a stunt that drove Jasmine over the edge. Business had slowed down, and he was no longer able to pay Jasmine the full amount. But here's the real deal. At the same time, Kirk was seen partying in Miami with an unidentified woman who happened to be wearing a Rolex that was more expensive than Kanan's annual tuition. Let that sink in. Jasmine did what any wise woman would do, and she called her lawyer. The receipts that emerged during that legal meeting were messy, and it was alleged that Kirk had been transferring money between business. Yes, you read correctly. This man was accused of using funds intended for his child's extracurricular activities to finance them. As soon as Jasmine's attorneys learned of this, they quickly prepared a countersuit for full custody. Kirk didn't even anticipate this, and when the news broke, Twitter was dragging Kirk from every angle. The hashtags were out of control. Hashtag Kirk Frost exposed, hashtag Justice for Kanan, and my personal favorite, hashtag Perkin TSH*T. Even celebrities were weighing in with So finally receiving what he deserved. But it gets even better. Jasmine isn't just pursuing custody. Oh no, baby, she's pursuing the bag too. According to a source close to the family, part of the countersuit demands that Kirk repay all of the money that was misappropriated, plus additional damages for emotional distress and negligence. Let's get this straight. Kirk is going to lose his child, his money, and his reputation in a vicious court case, and Jasmine, oh sis, is playing to win. But Kirk, oh, he's not going down without a fight. Planning to fight this countersuit with everything he has, including calling in his lawyers, and it appears that he is attempting to gather information about Jasmine in order to undermine her case. Word has it that Kirk is getting ready to argue that Jasmine is emotionally and financially unstable, essentially attempting to paint her as an unfit mother. The problem is that Jasmine has receipts, and if the rumors about Kirk's financial mismanagement are accurate, this court case is going to get really ugly very quickly, and the trial date is approaching, so it's not just some behind-the-scenes drama anymore. Jasmine and Jasmine are going to take this to court, and once the court documents are made public, the entire internet will blow up. Rashida, is watching this unfold with popcorn in hand because if Kirk loses this case and the financial fallout spills over into their joint businesses, she might finally realize that supporting her man was the worst thing she has ever done. However, the real question is how far Kirk is willing to go to protect his money, and more importantly, how far Jasmine is willing to go to protect her child, as this isn't just about custody. This is about survival now, and from what I've heard, Jasmine isn't going to lose, and this is just the beginning, everyone. If you thought part 1 was messy, wait because this situation is about to get really crazy. So where were we? Oh, right. Jasmine just dropped a legal bomb on Kirk Frost by requesting full custody of their son Cannon, and Kirk is frantically trying to figure out what to do because this isn't just a minor custody dispute anymore. This is war. Jasmine's attorneys have reported, lay it all out in court, and based on what I've heard, the evidence they have is damning. Let's start with the money trail because, baby, that's where things get really messy. According to court documents that have been conveniently leaked online, Kirk has allegedly been transferring more than $250,000 into these shadow accounts with money from his joint ventures with Rashida. This isn't just an oops, I made a mistake situation. This is calculated, premeditated financial fraud. The past 2 years, and guess what? A portion of that money was allegedly supposed to go into Cannon's trust fund. That's right. Kirk was out there spending money intended for his child's future on, well, let's say other priorities. Now, this is where things get really bad because the TA starts to get heated. Kirk was allegedly using that money to support the lifestyle of a mystery woman, and this isn't just any random Instagram model. Rumor has it that she's an influencer and not just another random Instagram model. Not just any influencer, but one who has been seen hanging out with Kirk at various events. You know what that means, right? Jasmine is fighting not only for custody, but also to expose Kirk as the fraud that he is. But wait, it gets worse because it turns out that Kirk has been spending money on numerous women over the past year. We're talking about Chanel bags, leather heels, Cartier jewelry, the whole luxury starter pack. And here's the part that will make you clutch your pearls. Kirk is allegedly using Cannon's, excuse me, sir, but this isn't just hearsay. Jasmine's attorneys allegedly have the receipts to support their claims, as well as bank statements, wire transfers, and text messages between Kirk and these women about the gifts he was purchasing. One of the texts purportedly says, "Don't worry, babe, Cannon's good. I'll take care of it, oh baby." This is career-ending drama, but Kirk isn't going down without a fight though, as it appears that his legal team is attempting to change the story by Porter. According to sources close to Kirk, his PR team is telling the blogs that Jasmine is simply trying to get more money and that Kirk has always been a supportive father. Oh really, Kirk? Because the last time I checked, supporting your child doesn't include using their trust fund to buy matching Rolex watches for your side chicks. Saying, oh sis, is not here for the disrespect and is already clapping back through her lawyers, who have allegedly submitted a list of demands that includes full custody of Cannon, increased monthly child support payments, compensation for the misappropriated funds, and a public apology for Kirk's misbehavior. Yes, Jasmine stated that if Kirk wants to play games, she's coming to win, and the public is consuming this information. Since this news broke, Twitter has been ablaze with memes, one of my favorites of which features Kirk wearing a jail jumpsuit with the caption, "When you fumble your family and your bag at the same time." Long before you get played, I'm not saying that was about Kirk, but I'm also not saying it wasn't. Speaking of Rashid Yao, where is sis in all of this? Because if Jasmine wins this case and Kirk receives a financial judgment, then Rashida's money will also be at risk because, as you may recall, Kirk and Rashida are business partners. If Kirk receives damages, guess where that money is coming from? That's right, the Frost family empire. From what I've heard, Rashida is not happy, allegedly holding private meetings with her legal team to determine how to protect her assets if Kirk faces financial judgment. Loses this case, and to be honest, I don't blame her because Kirk has a long history of making Rashida look foolish. You all remember when he bought that DNA test kit and made her open it in front of the camera, or when he cheated on Jasmine and had a whole baby on her? Well, this isn't new behavior for Kirk, but this time, Kirk, he might have gone too far because, according to Jasmine's lawyers, Kirk misappropriated Canon Trust Fund funds and committed financial fraud, which is not only going to affect custody, but also Kirk's freedom because it's a felony. Oh, she is playing the smart card. It is alleged that her lawyers intend to demand a financial audit of all Kirk's businesses, meaning that every dubious transaction, every off-the-record payment, and every secret account is going to be investigated. Kirk, on the other hand, is reportedly in a downward spiral and has been attempting to contact Jasmine directly to resolve the matter, but she is refusing to answer the phone. She has reportedly informed her lawyers that going forward, all correspondence will go through them, and that's how you can tell Jasmine is serious. However, the part that will astound you, allegedly Jasmine has been collecting evidence of Kirk's shady behavior over the years, according to a source close to Jasmine, CL, who claims to have texts, emails, and even voicemails from Kirk confessing to some of these financial schemes. In other words, Kirk is in a tight spot, and unless his lawyers work a miracle in court, this man is going to lose a lot of money. Jasmine, on the other hand, isn't backing down from what I'm hearing. She's telling friends that she's ready to put an end to this. The question now is whether Kirk can work his way out of this situation, or if Jay is going to pull off the ultimate revenge move. Well, you had better pay attention because this. If you thought parts 1 and 2 were messy, get ready because this is going to get ugly. So, where did we leave off? Well, Jasmine wasn't just after Kirk's custody rights. She was after his bag, his reputation, and possibly his freedom. Kirk, on the other hand, is freaking out because if Jasmine's legal team can prove that Kirk misappropriated Canon's trust fund and committed financial fraud, that's not just a slap on the wrist, that's jail time. According to what I've heard, the case has taken a significant turn because Jasmine's legal team recently filed new documents that may cause everything to fall apart. So keep in mind how Jasmine's attorneys were surreptitiously looking into Kirk's finances. Well, they hit the jackpot because they allegedly found bank statements and wire transfers that showed Kirk was transferring money from his joint business accounts with Rashida into a private offshore account. Now, transferring business funds isn't always illegal, but this is where Kirk went wrong because the offshore account was allegedly registered in Canon's name. Why? Offshore account to pay for expenses that were unrelated to Canon. We're talking about luxury penthouse rentals, designer shopping sprees, first-class flights to Dubai, jewelry, and a $25,000 Cartier bracelet that was allegedly bought for that mystery influencer. Yes, while Jasmine was out here trying to get Kirk to pay for school tuition and medical bills, Kirk was out here using Canon's name to finance someone else's entire lifestyle. If that's true, it's not just financial fraud, it's identity theft. The lawyers for Jasmine didn't bring this to court for show, though. Reportedly contacted the IRS and the Federal Trade Commission to initiate an official investigation into Kirk's finances. If the federal government becomes involved, Kirk could face not only custody loss, but also potential jail time. Jasmine, OCIS, is already 10 steps ahead, as her legal team is reportedly getting ready to file for child endangerment, claiming that Kirk's financial schemes directly put Cannon at risk. If they are successful, that would mean that Kirk would lose all parental rights in addition to full custody of Jasmine. But wait, there's more. Tries to change the course of events, according to reports that Kirk's attorneys have filed a countermotion alleging that Jasmine is emotionally unstable and fostering a hostile environment for Cannon. In essence, Kirk is attempting to argue that Jasmine is using this custody dispute to harm his career and that she is manipulating Cannon against him. How is Jasmine harming your career when you were the one who used your child's trust fund for opulent vacations? Kirk is allegedly trying to buy Jasmine $500,000 if she agreed to drop the case and settle privately. And guess what Jasmine said? According to people close to Jasmine, she told Kirk's lawyers that no amount of money could undo the damage he's caused. And honestly, she's not wrong, because this is about Principal Jasmine wanting Kirk held accountable for all the years of public humiliation, emotional manipulation, and disrespect. And it's not just about the money anymore. Kirk, on the other hand, is allegedly unraveling and has been calling Rashida, pleading with her to help him figure this out. Told Kirk that he's on his own with this one, and to be honest, it's hard to blame her because Rashida has supported Kirk through some of the most scandalous incidents in the history of love and hip-hop, including the cheating, the side baby, and the emotional abuse. Nevertheless, this is a different kind of betrayal, because if Kirk was willing to misuse Cannon's trust fund, what would stop him from tampering with Rashida's money as well? The internet is dragging Kirk through the mud, as one viral tweet claimed that Kirk Frost fumbled his wife, his child, and his career all in 1 week. He was a mastermind, but Jasmine just checked on him, and some of Kirk's industry friends are reportedly pulling away from him because they didn't want to be linked to the bad press. Jasmine, on the other hand, isn't just playing defense, she's taking action. According to reports, her legal team has filed to have Kirk's business accounts frozen pending the investigation's conclusion, which means Kirk might not even be able to access his own money until this case is resolved. Rashida? Yes, her lawyers are reportedly investigating whether she can legally remove Kirk from their joint business ventures, because if Kirk loses this case, it will cost him not only custody, but also his entire empire. According to sources close to Kirk, Kirk is considering settling because he knows that if this case goes to trial, Jasmine's legal team will thoroughly destroy him. However, the worst part is that Jasmine reportedly told her legal team that she is not interested in a settlement because she wants Kirk held accountable in front of the world. To be honest, I don't blame her, because Jasmine isn't just fighting for custody, she's fighting for herself. And Kirk is learning the hard way that when you betray a woman who has been faithful to you, there's no turning back. The trial is quickly approaching, and it's rumored that Jasmine's team will call forensic accountants, financial experts, and even some of Kirk's former business partners to testify. If even half of this is substantiated in court, Kirk isn't just losing custody, he's losing everything. But here's the part that will blow your mind. Allegedly, Jasmine has been discussing with producers the possibility of making this whole scandal into a documentary. Yes, Jasmine is about to protect the bag and expose Kirk at the same time. Kirk, oh he's sick, according to sources, has been attempting to contact Jasmine through mutual friends, but Jasmine is not answering the phone. Apparently, her lawyers have advised her to stop all communication until the case is resolved. The question now is whether Kirk will settle or if Jasmine will take him to court and expose him for everything he's done. Although I'm willing to accept that Kirk's days of controlling Jasmine and playing the victim are over. What do you guys think? Should Jasmine accept the settlement and move on? Or should she take Kirk to court and expose him for everything he's done? Should Rashida finally fire Kirk or support him one last time? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Hit the like button and make sure to subscribe. I'll keep you informed of every messy detail because, baby, this story is far from over. Regarding Rashida, should she ultimately cut Kirk loose and defend her own bag or support him one last time? This situation is getting worse by the minute, and I assure you that it's far from over, so please leave your thoughts in the comments section. hit the like button and remember to subscribe because I'll keep you informed of every development.